Edwards Lifesciences is a global company, and we are the leader in the treatment of structural heart disease and also treating the critically ill. Our biggest technologies are in the heart valve area, now being able to replace someone's heart valve without open heart surgery, which is pretty transformational.
We put together products that are valve replacements for the human heart.
The dream has always been, can we do more with video to really engage our global employees? For people outside of our headquarters in Irvine to really see and hear and see the expression from our leaders is so much more appealing and engaging.
Edwards Lifesciences is a large organization, but they were suffering from some of the same problems that any size organization has. They were trying to create effective communications, both internally and externally, and struggling through some of the available tools that they had.
We are not experts in this field. We really are relying on people who know the space, know the industry, and that we trust.
They're using a lot of the technology that we brought to bear here on this project with their own in-house team, their internal team.
We've had our leaders, senior executives, record messages that we share with employees around the world, and that's been terrific. We've used the studio for some sit-down interviews. We've had folks interviewed by outside sources come in and use the room. We have a green screen, so for us to be able to record folks and put them in an environment that matches the topic they're talking about is huge.
It's created an environment that allows them to create video more easily with less overhead and less time.
To be able to have the tools in-house, have a team that's well educated on them, is a huge benefit to our company.
Edwards Lifesciences effectively has a full-blown television production studio. All of that is centered around the Tricaster TC1 and SDI video input sources, along with a few NDI sources that are on the network as well.
And we've got another group who's using video more on the clinical side, which is really exciting. Our campus and our global operations are broad, and so to be able to utilize the studio and other pieces of the network to record, call it cases, interview physicians, and to be easily sharing that across the network is a huge benefit to us and our entire team.
The ability to synchronize multiple sources into a single stream or feed has been the bread and butter of using the Tricaster.
Within their research center, they had a series of problems with video production. Prior to us implementing a mobile Tricaster TC1 production environment on a mobile cart, they had lots of different cameras recording to SD cards, and their post-production environment was really cumbersome.
A lot of bits and pieces that were required to put this together, and it was very time-consuming. And now it's simple recording, real-time, pulling the sources down, all into a single stream. The Tricaster in that aspect has been huge. I can record multiple sources simultaneously.
They bring in all kinds of different disparate video sources from their various medical devices, computer sources, and then GoPro cameras. Bring all that into the Tricaster, they produce, they cut, and they distribute almost in real time.
Sparkbox pulls in whatever signal I send it, and it figures it out. I've got it on an IP stream, and I plug it into my display, and I'm sending video signal from just about anything that the Spark can handle. I love the concept of video over IP. I mean, that's the way it's going.
With the growth of our campus, and we have 4,000 or so employees here in Irvine, 13,000 globally. Whatever we did here in the studio, we had to think about how well connected we would be. Whatever we designed, we had to have that network capability so people can easily be joined, or we can do a shoot in another location and patch it through here or vice versa. So all of that was a consideration in the design of the technology.
We're on the cusp of integrating a campus-wide video production environment that will allow for NDI network sources to be brought into this television production studio. Video sources from their large atrium where they conduct company-wide meetings, and a research center where they have another Tricaster TC1, and the ability to bring in lots of different sources that aren't physically located in the studio is one of their forward-thinking backbone elements, that the way they see the studio kind of growing in the future.
Our experience with the studio has been a lot of fun and really valuable. The engagement is there, and really what's wonderful is just this whole ease of the process now that we have the physical location and the tools to support it.
The feedback thus far has been fantastic, and you can see it in people's faces when we walk in the room, when we talk about how things have been going. They're envisioning ways to use the tools that we've implemented in ways that we didn't think of as part of the planning process. It's really neat to see somebody be given some capacity and then watch them learn how to use that capacity in ways that weren't part of the original design spec.
We're in a special industry. We're really fortunate and proud that the technologies that we develop save and extend the lives of people. And for our employees, it's wonderfully motivating to be able to listen to or see a minute or 2-minute video from our CEO who is personally thanking them for their focus and efforts and dedication to helping patients. And then we followed up with patient videos that we do as a company. It all ties together so wonderfully.